watching me and Frank convert this 2021 all-wheel drive Ford Transit into a tiny home on wheels. From cutting out windows and vent fans to all my electrical and cabinets, it's going to be the experience of a lifetime, with a lot of laughs, goofing around with Frank, and inevitable mistakes, and some surprising results. I can't wait to get Project Sisterhood on the road and start impacting lives across the nation. So please follow along and enjoy the ride. Hey guys, it is moving day today. I am so excited. I have to get everything out of my mom's house, which is right here, and into my van. My mom is going to be so excited to get everything out of her house. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, are we on film? Yeah! Smile! And we're done. Hey guys, so my van is now in its natural habitat, aka the backyard of a gracious person from my church who is helping me build my van. And right now we are going through options. I've watched a lot of videos of how to install this window. So I went ahead and I took out all the screws. There was like 3 of them already holding them in from the factory. So I took those out. And we're trying to figure out the best way, because he has so many different tools. He has this angle grinder with, I don't even know what kind of blade this is, and it's a 4.5 inch metal 1/16 of an inch thick. So like we have this option, and then he was showing me this option, which kind of scares me a little bit, and it's smaller, but it seriously scares me. But yeah, you like hold this down and then it gets like, it gets very loud. But yeah, so we have those options, and we went ahead and did like some test cuts. Let me show you. So this was with the angle grinder, which is actually very straight. Just underneath it, you have quite a bit of a, I don't know how you can see that well, but you have just a pretty big lip, I would say. It's hard to focus. And then over here, this was with the little mighty loud thing with this. And it just kind of like, if you're not straight on the line, it just starts to eat away from like the face of it. I don't know. I'm not going with that option for sure. Whatever this thing is. High speed air cutter. Yeah, no thank you. So either this, or we're gonna try jigs on this, but we have to buy new blades. So that so far is what we're dealing with. So I got this box for my insulation. I'm going to cut it up to make a template, and then we're going to see where we're at from there, because I'm super scared to cut a hole in my van. Alright, see you in a second. Alright, so I went ahead and I took that off because this is exactly what has to go through my van. So, now I'm going to like flip it over and try to trace it, but the slider window on the CRLaurence, has this slider on it, so that actually is raised. So I'm just going to cut a hole in the middle of my template so that I can make it go flush and make sure I have a good trim. I don't want to use the part that I unscrewed, because I don't exactly know how big the window is. It has a break right here. So I want to make sure that it's correct, and I don't want to have to mess up. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Frank. I'm cutting his head off because he's so tall. But we're making the template right now, and it's very nerve-wracking. So
intense.
Intense. So we used, or I used, you just now got here, but I used the frame first, and then I was like, oh my goodness, it's so big. So we're gonna have to do it. Why are you laughing?
Not we, you.
I made it, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's so big. So now I put what I cut. Here, let me flip you guys this way. I put what I cut over top, and I'm just lining up the edges, and I kind of got something that just had a flat edge on it, just to make sure like it is completely flat with that inside lip. And then I was taping along it. I kind of just undid it, but I wanted to show you guys before I do it. And then I went underneath, and anything underneath that was hanging off, I went ahead and put black Sharpie on it so I can trim it up a bit. So.
And a disclaimer that must be given, we don't have any idea what we're doing.
I already said that earlier. Yes, that's very true. So
if you do this, it's on you, not on us.
That's very true.
That's what I told Felicia. I said, now, this is yours. If it's cut wrong, you cut it wrong.
Yeah. Alrighty.
So we can take it off here to cut it, right?
Yes.
You want to try scissors?
I'm not gonna press my luck. So see how much I was off? Like, oh my goodness. There's no bueno.
She's off a whole lot more than that, if you know what I'm saying.
You're so horrible. Make sure this does not fall off the table. I'm still nervous.
What do you need the little screw holes for?
I just want to make sure it lined up for my orientation. I'm just showing that it lines up with those screws.
But they're off.
Oh, well, they're not supposed to be on perfect, but I'm just showing. There's no two screw holes over here. Oh. It doesn't need to be on.
Oh, you're just marking this the top, so why didn't you write top bottom?
Because I had top up here and I cut it off.
No.
That was a nasty laugh. I don't know where that came from.
Evil laugh.
Well, we're definitely smaller than we should be, which I would rather be smaller.
Just a frog hair.
Just a frog hair.
Yeah.
Frogs don't have hair.
Yeah, they do. It's real fine. We got company. Oh, by the way, you're being filmed.
You're being filmed. This is your fun, guys.
It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday to you.
It's too late. You're already on there.
Take it off.
It's okay. I'm gonna make this section really fast anyway. I'll slow it down right when you pop in, though.
Shit, you can cut this that close. I'll let you trim up my toenails.
Toenails?
Yeah.
That's gross.
That's what?
That's gross.
That ain't gross.
That's gross. I don't know what your feet look like.
You can use angle grinder on it.
That's even worse.
I'm serious.
My grandpa goes to the podiatrist to get his trimmed.
I won't go.
You can't have anyone touch your feet?
No, I took my dad to get his trimmed. And
Oh,
I
I need
saw
more
how
down
he done
here.
it, and it was like, that ain't happening. Them guys are rougher than cobs.
Cobs?
Yeah.
Your sayings, I swear. We're gonna have Frank sayings at the end of every video. Finer than a frog's hair, and harder than a cob.
No, rougher than a cob.
Rougher than a cob. What's a cob? Like a cob of corn? Okay.
Corn cob.
Corn cob. I guess it's pretty rough after you eat corn off.
Way back before there was Charmin, them country boys come up with that saying.
Ew, because you'd wipe with corn?
Corn cobs, yep.
Why would you ever choose that out of all
Because
the
that's
things?
all you had.
Oh, I'd rather weave some grass together or something. That's gross. That is rough.
Either that or Sears Roebuck catalog. That way you can sit and read and
Oh my
tear out a
goodness.
page and not read the same page twice.
Don't read any of the brown pages.
You ready? Now turn over right side up.
Where are my
There you
screw
go,
holes?
right there. But I'm here to keep you in line.
Oh gosh. We're good?
Yep. I think so.
Is that the one we're using?
We can use whichever one you want.
Okay. It's very organized, as you can tell. And he has
It was organized.
a large amount of toys.
You know, it's like Dolly Parton. I'm trying to get too much stuff in too little of a space.
What is wrong with you? I'm like Dolly Parton. How can you say that?
I do. Well, they know what I'm talking about.
Alright, we are off to Home Depot to get what, butyl tape and jigsaw blades for cutting and taping. Alright, I think this is our final product. It's scary. Okay, we'll be on our way to Home Depot now. Hey Emma, I have a song I want to sing with you. Do you want to hear it? We went to Home Depot. We went to Home Depot. We went to Home Depot. Guess what we got? You want to tell him, Frank?
Saw blades and butyl tape.
Saw blades and butyl tape.
10% off.
10% off. So Frank, not only does he live 5 minutes away from Home Depot, like we are going through a parking lot and then his house is literally on the other side. So big props to him buying that house. And he gets 10% off as a veteran. So thank you for your service, Frank. And thank you for your 10% off.
You're welcome.
So we have 2 packs of jigsaw blades because I have no idea how many we're going to go through. One of them is for fine, like thin metal, that's what it's called. And then the other one's for medium metal, so we're gonna see what works best. And then I got butyl tape. So, Fabril, I don't know, 1/4 inch butyl tape. So we'll see how that works. All right, I will see you guys when we get back in the shop.
Right there.
This is more critical thinking than I've done in months. Are you ready? That's the question, sir. Let's get over here.
Let's plug it in.
You might have to plug it in first. So we're thinking we're just for now going to grind off these little supports.
It's called cut off.
Cut it with the grinder.
This is a cut off wheel.
Okay, so they're off. Stepping on the grinder. Just gotta get this stuff off. He asked if I have workers' comp because he started bleeding. I don't know how he did that, but it's Frank. I'm getting a window. Buy a brand spanking new van for a lot of money and you're gonna cut holes in it. Very scary, very scary. Okay, it's happening. Okay.
You can do it any way you want to. Just don't get any more smudges like that one.
The blood?
Yeah, that's where she made me cut myself.
No, I did not.
And she doesn't even have workman's comp, so I'm gonna get infection. I have to get my arm cut off.
How do you get this? Alright guys, so I'm back for day 2 of our build so far, and we went ahead and cut out this yesterday, which I showed you guys already, these just supports. We took it down about an inch or so further, just so that we know we have enough clearance for when we actually put the window in. So the window is going to come from the outside in from there. We're going to try to keep it up as high as possible and make sure that's alright. And also just to kind of review how I did my template, because I just skipped a whole bunch of explaining steps and everyone's like, oh, you just cut out a template, but it literally took me almost an hour to cut this sucker out and make sure it was like where I want it to be. But I did use the frame first, and that made it bigger than I needed it to be, and then I just cut the hole out for the middle where the slider goes and put it on top, and then I kind of just felt around and made sure it was kind of inside of where that line is, so in case we have to file, I'd rather file the day away than make the hole too big and be out of luck. Yes. Alright, so today we are going to go ahead and jigsaw. We got the blades, we tested it, it's definitely better than the cutoff on the angle grinder and from the, what is it, air or something? The air cutter, yeah. It cuts like butter, much better, so I understand why people use it. But yeah, so we're actually gonna be following the bottom line, just to make sure that it can be flush and not have to trim any of this away. But it's not really structural right here, so if we have to, we will, but we're gonna try to save ourselves from that.
Actually, we're not following these lines at all.
Update, we're not following these lines at all, says Frank.
From the outside.
Well, yeah. So the next step is going to be put our template back up to it, and then we are going to drill holes like right here and probably like right over here, and then put it on the outside so that the template lines right up with those holes, and then draw the line on the outside and cut from the outside.
We'll put a nail through the hole and put the template to.
Yeah, just because we can't cut with a jigsaw with all of these jagged parts out. All right, so I will see you guys later when we're cutting.
Right in that seat.
So I can put a car seat in there so you can follow me around.
And then we'll travel around.
Yeah. Emma's gonna travel with me, guys. This is gonna be great.
Yep.
All right, Emma, I'm nervous. I'm gonna put my first hole through. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm nervous too.
Me too.
Me too. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. I'm putting a hole in my van. Pray for me, Emma.
You're gonna be okay of it.
I'm gonna be okay of it? Okay.
Yeah. Your van's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. All right.
Your van just needed a window.
It needs a window. You're right. It needs a window.
Yeah. You can't be scared.
I can't be scared. All right, I'm gonna do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
It went through. All right, I gotta do another one. Okay. I'm gonna do it right about here.
You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it again.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it again.
Do it.
I am. All right, ready?
Go. You're done.
I think I just had a mini heart attack. Will you be my doctor if I have to go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Emma. Alright, so we're back and I have my template on the outside now, holding through with 2 nails in 2 places to make sure that is exactly where it was on the inside. We taped around it. We also taped our jigsaw so that we don't scratch my precious van. And yeah, we're gonna start doing this thing. Are you ready, Frank?
Yes, you are. First, you got to mark it.
I know I do. We're gonna stay on the inside of the line. I went ahead, hi Emma, and drilled a hole on the top right corner. I'm just right-handed and I kind of want to start on a right hand. So it's big enough to get the jigsaw through. We're getting the brand new blade and we're gonna start cutting. I can't see anything.
What do you mean you can't see?
I can't see my line.
Well, turn your saws this way. Now, can you see your line?
No.
No. Hang on, I know what
I
you
need to
did.
get rid of the tape?
Yep, on the front.
So don't tape the front unless you don't want to be able to see where you're cutting.
You see this little line?
Yep, yep.
That's your guideline. Let me go get a razor knife to cut that.
Okay. And yet another holdup in the building process. All right. I'm not really nervous for this because I've used a jigsaw plenty of times in high school. I was on the tech crew in my drama department, built houses and castles and a whole bunch of fun stuff, so that taught me a lot. Okay, Frank is back. We're gonna start soon. Ready?
Look at that curve. It is right on the money.
Oh yeah, honey.
That girl has got it. She will do all the cutting on this deal.
Can you see my eyeball?
Oh, there she is. That is awesome.
And like that, there is a hole in my van. Oh my goodness. How crazy. Woo! crazy. All right, we're gonna do dry fit and see if it works. I stayed inside the line the whole time. All right, at least I tried to. But yeah, my line was the black line. Tried staying inside it. A tip, because I was an amateur, so when we taped it to make sure that we weren't going to scratch anything, the seam of the tape was right here, so every time that you go, it would start peeling up the tape and cover up your black line. So try to not make your seam right where, like this has probably like maybe an inch or half an inch of overlay where that seam is. It was much better. All right. Oh, the window's in my van. Maybe I should just jump through my window. That is the sound of our window finally fitting. And we're filing, or Frank is filing. And then we're gonna paint it and put butyl tape around it. It'll be good. Look at this beauty. Woo! A lot of hard work, a lot of retouching up. All right, we'll be back when we go ahead and put the actual window in. Okay, bye. Final product of our window. It looks so good. It is like as far forward as possible. I went ahead and put butyl tape on the inside and the outside, but it looks so good. Just to give it a little bit more strength. Like this ain't budging at all. I'm showing them the window that you put in.
We put in.
Well, I was at Bible study, so you finished the end of it. Look at it. Isn't she beautiful? Oh. I would say that we're halfway there, but that was just the first thing we did.